Dakar Rally was a rally that started in 1977, and I'm not sure the whole history of it exactly, but basically it started in Paris, went to Dakar in Senegal, so it was called the Paris-Dakar. Since then it's been in different countries for the start, but it always finished in Dakar. And then in 2008, I guess they had some terrorism threats and things like that. So they actually canceled the race at midnight the night before it started, which was pretty amazing. So now they've actually raced the race just a few months ago in 2009 in South America. So now it's in Argentina and Chile. So it starts in Buenos Aires, goes to Chile, and then comes back to Buenos Aires. So it's about a 10,000 kilometer loop over 15 days. So it's massive. I just got a letter from the ASO in France, so let's open it up. I think it's the car I thought it was. I could see it. After studying your demand of application and motivations, we are delighted to confirm your registration on the Dakar, Argentina. I'm going to the Dakar. Officially. There it is. Delighted to confirm. Cool. Now I got to stick it in a frame and learn how to ride a motorbike. Well, basically, since I've been a kid, I just really like, you know, riding skateboards and riding bicycles. And I had a toy car when I was a kid. I was probably about 11 years old, and had a little Porsche 959, which was a Dakar Rally car. And it really got me into the race, and I used to watch it on TV. It's not really on TV much anymore, but I guess they used to have more footage, so it was awesome to look at. And then for years I've always wanted to be in the race, and back in about 2007 I started really getting serious about the whole venture of doing the race.
It's a long rally. It's, you know, people die in these things.
You know, they do talk about the danger of the Dakar, and how I think the death rate up until a few years ago was about one per year, one rider per year was killed. And I just always thought of that as being the person who was probably the fastest would end up in the most trouble. So for me it was more about the adventure of just racing and getting through the whole thing and trying to finish more than actually trying to win. And so by going slow I wasn't really worried about the danger. And I think that you have to get out into life and try things and have a good time instead of just sitting back and relaxing. So, you know, I used to skateboard and come home bleeding every day, so probably have less injuries on a motorbike than on a skateboard. All right, so I'm going on a road trip. Gotta head down to California to go pick up my Dakar Rally bike. And this is not what I'm taking. That is not what I'm taking. Yep, this is more like it. This is what I'm taking. So it's myself and Mark. Road trip. Only 14 hours each way. Who needs sleep?
Good thing we're sponsored by Red Bull.
Yeah. Red Bull should sponsor this, or some sort of toothpick company so we can stick them in our eyelids and keep our eyes open, and then we'll just totally be like, I can drive all night long, no problem, I can't blink though. Then we'd have to be sponsored by Visine also, because then our eyes would be like, oh my god, I need tears. But yeah, so anyways, Grasping truck, we'll be on our way. Probably most of my friends thought I was crazy, and maybe my family too. Oh, you're gonna get down? All right, well, I'll let you go. There you go. So, you know, I had this little one. Cooper was only 2 years old when I actually did the race. So yeah, for friends and family, I mean, I know my dad's always hated motorbikes. He said that since I was a kid, is basically that motorbikes will kill you. And you know, I had to break the news to him that I really liked motorbikes and I was gonna race the Dakar. So he was actually very supportive. He ended up supporting me financially through the company. But yeah, no, I think most of my friends thought I was nuts, but you know, when I get a bug, I tend to follow through on it. So I think a few of my friends knew that.
Dreamer. I didn't, you know, I thought it was just one of those situations where sounds like an awesome plan, but is it actually going to happen? You know, that's kind of my first question. When anyone says anything that's so big, it's kind of like, oh yeah, awesome, but it's a lot of work to make it happen, you know? So that was my first reaction, I suppose. Like, cool.
I forget, you weren't riding motorbikes at that point in time, were you?
I think I may have
No,
been getting into it.
7 or 8 is when I told you about it.
Okay, then no, yeah. I have a street bike and I ride, but I don't ride dirt bikes. And, but in either case, I guess at the time I first heard, I didn't really know much about Dakar, except for that it's this huge international race. And I just kind of thought, okay, sure, do it. I'd like to see that, you know?
Yeah.
31. 12:31 in the morning. Christmas tunes correct. Heading to California. Nope. Yeah, don't. Just doing 120. This is not good tunage for a road trip, but anyways, we're heading down to go pick up the Dakar bike. We'll meet Charlie in the morning at the travel station. Let me turn that down. And we'll pick up the bike, do a little tour. Hopefully I can stay awake for another, well actually it says we have 7 hours, 51 minutes to go. So, and then we just have to turn around and go straight back home. Still driving.
Ugly as sin still.
Yeah, how do I look?
We're about 100 miles north of Sacramento, California.
We're just missing Sacramento. We're going to a sweet truck stop. It's a Pilot Travel Lodge. And I don't know what kind of food they can offer, but if it can go with the lava in my stomach from the Red Bull and the 5-hour energy and the beef jerky, the bag of it, and the Whopper combo we got at about 1 a.m. Something should go well with that.
At least now we know why he looks like he does. Anyhow.
The sunrise.
That's getting there.
Fairly simply, my father grew up, I grew up in a police home, and my father was a policeman. He hated motorbikes because he'd picked up dead bodies off the roads from bad motorbike accidents. And I remember one time he vividly described how he's picking pieces off fences. And when I found out Rick was riding bikes, I mean, I had this whole thing in the back of my mind. And my father had a saying. He said, "Son, it's cheaper to buy a rifle and shoot yourself than to buy and ride a motorbike." And that's what I grew up with, so I always had this belief that you had to be insane to want to ride a bike.
All right, well, there it is in the truck. Still in one piece. I only had a couple micro sleeps while we were driving so far. I think we still have about 12 hours to go of driving, so. Oh, thanks. Okay, here we are. We're driving still, but there's the bike in the background. You can see it there, so that's kind of cool. It keeps following us. And now Mark is driving, which is quite frightening. Peace, brother, peace! It's 12:35. We have 940 kilometers to go, if you can read that. So, try to get home by about 10 or 11 o'clock at night.
First thought was he's nuts, because I mean, it's a pretty big feat. I've always watched the Dakar Rally when I was younger, and you know, when they did have a lot of coverage in North America, or more coverage than they do, it seems like.
Yeah, there's nothing now
Yeah,
here.
they have a lot of stuff, but yeah, no, it's. I mean, it's, you know, it didn't surprise me knowing, you know, Rick's always been kind of crazy at doing different things like Ironman and just a busy body in general. So yeah, I was pretty impressed.
It is May 22nd, and I'm gonna sign up for Dakar officially now. And Bonnie is extremely excited. And especially, what do you think of the motorbike in the living room?
That's a bit class.
All right. Bonnie's been in New York City. Okay, so let's click and find the website. This is so cool. Just finally filling this all out, so it's actually making it official now. And my wife is so excited about this that here she is. Oh, there she is. Oh, isn't that cute? Anyhow, so I've entered. What do you think, Bonnie? Oh yeah, that's super good. Oh yeah, wicked. Okay, so I'm entered, and it hasn't been sent off yet, but I put my information in, so you can actually see me here. What number am I? Oh, where's my mouse? Where'd it go? There it is. I am vehicle number 2, because Jonah's taken number 1 spot. Like he knows how to ride. Rick Hatswell, that's me. Entered. Nice. So there's all my info. I have no idea what this means. Name, given name, and surname. I mean, how many names do you have? But I guess in France they have like 15 names. Cool. Anyways, that's it. So that's all I can do for now. Charlie's going to sort out the rest of it. We've got the assistance vehicle is the Ford. Got Charlie. We've got the team, Rally Pan Am. Dossier number D32046. Awesome.
Well, first time he told me that he wanted to do it, I think we were having a couple of beers, and later on, as our friend Chris pointed out when he saw the receipt from that night, I think it was 18 beers.
Yeah, I think it was 18 between the two of us. So.
Something like that. But anyways, I thought it was a great idea, and Rick and I traveled a lot together around the world to far off and exotic places, and I know he's always had a taste for adventure, and I thought it was a great thing to do.
Look at that shine. That is the side of my Vancouver team vehicle after I polished that one section. The rest of it looks like crap. Look how dull the hood is. Ew. We'll give that a polish in a minute and see if we can get that shinier. But there it is. So this is what I'm going to be using to cart my bikes around all summer, down to the States and around Vancouver. I'm going to get graphics put on it down the side of the vehicle, have all my sponsors on it. It's got a bit of body work. Ooh, somebody tried to take a corner a bit too tight. Too bad. It's Friday night, and I'm just working on the bike, getting all the decals on the bike and everything ready. We have the Walk for Diabetes, which Craftsman Collision does once a year. So we're doing that at Swangard Stadium in Burnaby, and there's the bike in the background. I've got the graphics department working on it right now, so we've got all the decals going on that we have so far for our 3 main sponsors. And yeah, let's go take a look at the graphics department. I'll introduce you to everyone. All right, here we are. Okay, so who we have for the graphics department? Hi, Rick Hatswell, graphics department. Okay, yeah, I'm the only one. So there's the bike. Just getting all the decals put on it. Do a little cutting, pasting. So we're at Craftsman Collision, White and Peters, our paint suppliers. There's the Craftsman Collision decal. And BASF, proud sponsors.
No, I compete in the Ironman triathlons, and basically that's something that would get you prepared for a race like this, I believe, because it's really an endurance race, and it's a 3.8 kilometer swim, a 180 kilometer bike ride, followed by a marathon, a 42 kilometer marathon. And so by training for that in 2008, and then all of 2009 I was on the motorbike on weekends getting ready for the race, I was able to keep my fitness up. So.
All right, so where are we going? Up.
I mean, I probably should have been in the gym a little bit more than I could have been. And at the end of 2009, after I broke my leg, it really hampered my training. So, but up until then, I was in good shape for the race. So I was in Morocco, and it was the second day of the rally, and I ended up tumbling over my bike, and I broke my leg.
So here we are, day 2 of the rally. And we're coming in live to Canadian TV, and here's Rick Hatswell.
I got my beer. Oh, damn, it's not as tasty because it goes through your veins.
And
so you found me.
Yeah. Oh, and there we have it. We can see there the break right up the side of the fibula. And
we don't need a fibula. I'll put a stick there.
So Rick, talk us through it.
Well, race down, was doing really good, got to about mile 92 I think, or kilometer 92, and I looked away for a second, looked forward, little patch of grass, well, jump over it. Right over the handlebars, head first onto the ground. So yeah, my little camera's shattered. The neck brace did a lot because I don't even feel sore at all, but somehow I guess when I landed, must have twisted my ankle around, so broke it and I'm out.
Broke my leg. And at that time, basically laying on the hospital bed in Morocco, I was thinking that, you know, my Dakar dream was done.
It's looking good.
Good thing I know a little bit of French. You know, I've been able to chat with a lot of people that don't speak English at all and figure out that my leg is fucked. That's basically what it came out to. Pardon my French. Also, I just spoke to Charlie on the phone. He's going to try to find another rider for Dakar, so I think my Dakar dream is kaput.
It was only 9 weeks before the actual start time of the Dakar Rally, and for a leg to heal and be ready for the race is pretty impossible. But I'd basically already put all the money into the event, and the bike was already being shipped over to South America for the race. So I really wanted to push through and make it happen. So I was definitely discouraged, and I wasn't really able to work out. So I lost quite a bit of my fitness, but still made it to the first day of the rally on January 1st.
All right, there's Santa's little bench, workbench.
Now we need the elf's leg.
Yeah, the elf's leg. Ugh. Okay, I am going to try the boot on here, so I'm gonna take it off. And we're gonna try to add some foam to it. Okay, we're gonna fit some foam now to the boot, and this way it should take some pressure off right where it hurts on my leg, so we'll see if that does it, and that's all I can do. I'm trying the boot on, it actually fits really nice. It's just a little bit of pressure right on the bone, right where it broke, so as long as I can get the pain away, I'll be as good as new.
I did a lot of training actually down in California with Rally Pan Am, or Rally Management Services is the rally company that it was my team, and they put on rally training out in Death Valley in the Las Vegas desert, basically near Las Vegas. Okay, so I'm here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I don't know if you can see much out of the window behind me, but anyhow, I'm just got in the room, been here for all of 6 minutes in the casino. My clothes already smell like cigarettes, so it's pretty gross, but anyhow, I made it to Vegas. We're going to do 3 days of rally training,
at Dumont Dunes again, so it's going to be a good time. Just staying at the New York hotel, and going to spend the night here, and then tomorrow do some shopping, get some beer, of course, that's most important, beef jerky, and Band-Aids. So that's pretty much everything. And then I'm going to head out to the dunes, see the team tomorrow. Evan's driving my truck down, or my van, with all the decals on it, so we'll see that out in the dunes, get some pictures of that tomorrow. Ride the bikes in the afternoon, and then we'll have 3 days of full-on riding, so it's going to be really cool. Should be a lot of fun.
And a lot of days, you know, I'd try to keep up with these guys, and I think I did pretty well, but you know, often by the end of the day, I would think, hey, can I really get through a 15-day race? So yeah, there was times. Also with everything going on in my life, I really like to have a lot going on apparently. So I had my renovation on my house that I was doing. I was finishing my bachelor's of business basically in 2008 as I was getting ready for the race. I got married, I had our first child, and you know, with all of this going on, I was trying to prepare for the Dakar Rally. So definitely there was days that I thought, geez, what have I done? But I was looking forward to the challenge.
So I'm on the floor here, checking to see if my ankle will ever survive this race. That's that normal ankle. Broken leg ankle. So yeah, I broke my leg right around there. And so now I'm just basically icing it. And then I've got a surgical tubing to stretch it out. So I'm just, yeah, trying to see if I can get all the inflammation down, and then should be able to stand on the bike anyways. I just don't know if I can shift gears. It's snowing here.
Good job.
It's snowing. It's I think about 19 days till the race, so getting really close now, and yeah, I've got to start packing soon and get everything ready. Just a usual Dakar update. It is 13 days to go. We're eating healthy, having a big scrambled eggs with bacon and cheese. So it's Christmas Day. I'm outside here, and my car is very frosty with the Dakar symbol on it. And in just a couple days we're going to be in Argentina, and it's going to be like 31 degrees, so it's going to be great. But what is it now? It's Friday, Christmas Day. Leave on Sunday, race next Friday. 1 week, 7 days from right now, I'm going to be on the bike. And I got my helmet all deckled up last night, so there it is, Rick Hatswell, blood type A+. And I got some decals here so that the video camera that films it, I got a new HD camera. It'll film those logos as I'm riding. And then BASF. So we got Jim Pattison Fleet Services. We have the Jim Pattison Auto Group, all the dealers. We got my logo here, Road to the Rally. And White and Peters, big supporters. And of course, Craftsman Collision.
Okay, I guess this is the wife cam. I didn't want, I hate being filmed, so I thought I would just do it on my own. And Rick doesn't know that I'm doing this, so I guess he'll find it when he goes to edit his thing from tonight. So everybody always asks me if I like that Rick is doing Dakar, and I think they're always surprised by the fact that I think it's amazing, and I have absolutely no doubt that he'll accomplish it because there's never been a goal that he hasn't achieved. So I think it's great, and I can't wait for him to do it. And I kind of can't wait for it to be over because I know he hasn't even gotten into it, but he's so damn busy. And then they ask me if once I say I think it's great, am I not afraid? And the answer is yeah, I am afraid because people do get hurt doing it, but you get hurt crossing the street. I could get hurt riding my bike or going for a run. So I just think it's unbelievable and such a huge accomplishment. And I can't wait to see him cross the finish line. Pretty tired, but I can't wait to see him cross the finish line.
So I'm going to be leaving in the morning, and Cooper's coming with me and Bonnie, and I'm just trying to get all my gear sorted out now and make sure I've got everything. So
just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life.
It's much closer.
Where are we going right now, Cooper?
No.
Are we going to Argentina?
No.
Yeah. Can you say Argentina?
Argentina.
Yeah.
Ready to fly.
Are you ready to fly, Cooper? Are you flying the plane? Yeah. Cool. He's 2.
2.
Yeah, just over 2. Oh,
perfect.
Yeah, just over 2 years old. Cooper.
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 Anyhow, we're sitting here, and Cooper's all spacing out to the iPod, so. So it's the flight to Argentina. It is 9:15 Mexico time.
No, Vancouver time.
Oh, Vancouver time.
I haven't changed
yeah,
my
right.
watch.
So
Yeah.
it's 9:15 Vancouver time. So does that make it at 2:15 in the morning Argentina?
It's 11:15 Mexico, so add another 3.
Yeah. So we'll be arriving in Argentina at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Their time.
Their time. And we got to figure out a car and a bunch of other stuff. And yeah. So anyways, we're not far now. So we've made it here to Argentina. We're getting a rental. I probably look like a weirdo, but anyways, yeah, it ended up being a good deal here at the Hertz. Better than online. Well, he's just ordering up the car now. We got GPS, so good. Okay, we're now driving South America's fastest car. It's the Chevy Corsa. It's a Geo Metro. I think it's about a 1.2 liter. And we somehow crammed everything into it. So we've got 2 huge suitcases somehow in the trunk, plus this big box here, and Cooper, and us, and everything else. And we've got GPS. It was $857. They were going to charge us like $1,300 online, so glad we just got one here. Anyhow, this is Argentina. It's nice. It's kind of sprinkling. Yeah, it's green. How you feeling, Dirk?
Pretty good.
Right on.
Having a flu, but
oh yeah, right.
Oh well.
I'll step back over here. Okay, now we're good. Let's see the tough guys pull this thing out. We probably should help, but oh, he's made it like the Mexican flag.
That is cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah. I like the red, white, and green. Very nice.
Let's see the dream machine, Octavio.
How's your leg going?
Hey, not too bad. I got my beautiful sock on right now. Ooh, looks nice. Really manly.
So far out of the way to make this harder with a GPS, you can click, 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 and just go.
I thought my first test was just getting to this house on GPS. It's tough in this city.
Yeah, I drove around here last year with GPS and it's still tripping out.
Cool. So there's Mike and his truck, the rental.
Home sweet home, the rental.
So where are you guys staying? Is there a space in the back of this, or you got a tent too? Tent also. Okay. Everyone in tents.
We got 3 or 4 nights of high quality.
Yeah, look at this place.
And then there's some not so high quality. I'm looking forward to the tent.
Yeah. Actually, I am too. I just bought a thermarest.
You've been down and watched the rally all before?
No.
Up to the bivouac, the sensory overload, man. I mean, I didn't really go to bed. I was walking till 3 o'clock in the morning, just like
walking around.
Checking out, yeah.
I'm just thinking
you can't do that. You gotta go to sleep.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is I'm gonna want to be asleep just so that I can actually get some sleep in. But
Jonah's advice, he said a lot of privateers are walking around, chit chatting, checking it all out, and all of a sudden it's 2 in the morning, and they're like, I gotta get up in 3 hours.
I know. See the double diamond. Ooh. How's he feeling? Any sleep yet today? Or last night?
No, I had maybe about a half an hour on the plane.
Nice.
Looking good, but nothing 9 cups of coffee can't fix.
Awesome.
Sign off on this ghetto fabulous sticker job.
I think it's going to be a little higher.
Next year.
Next year we'll have more money. We'll have our own graphics shop right here.
Gotta get some filming. How are ya?
Fine, thank you.
Good, good. Just trying to get some footage in. I'm Rick, by the way.
Colin.
Colin. Oops.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Sorry. Hope you don't mind being on camera. And there he is, the man with the mission. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good, good. I guess I'll start taking a look at my bike.
Yeah.
Here's Dirk's bike. Nice. So he apparently welded on some bracket on here so that his bike wouldn't fall apart.
Yeah.
So he had some trouble down in navigation training, so we'll see how that goes. Nice looking bike though. Oh, so did you get it out without the paperwork?
I sent Mike Shirley into the truck. He found a 2-year-old registration.
Oh.
And we claimed that was the title.
No, I guess it had the VIN number on it.
Yeah, exactly. It's got the VIN number and the plate number, so they're like, oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
It's supposed to be ground up, I guess. Yeah. Alright, loosen her up. Oh, we're gonna have to get it that way a little bit more. Which way? Towards you.
How's it got your back?
Can you, whatever. Still, but you don't want to put a lot of weight on these handles.
Yeah.
One time. No.
Yeah, they're for picking the bike up, not to carry it.
The pipes are that strong? I guess so.
Yeah. Grab the front brake soon. Someone's grabbing the front. All the way down. There we go. Yeah. Okay, someone's got the front brake.
Okay, let's put it back in. All right.
Yeah.
I got the bike.
Good enough.
Off, and then...
Let's touch the ground.
There you go.
Ready? Someone grab the front wheel.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, down, down, down. Whee!
Nicely done.
It's on Argentinian soil.
That's a nice kit on that thing.
It's all yours.
It's amazing what they can do with the 525s these days.
Very cool.
Oh, it sounds so sweet.
Go, man.
How are we feeling? You getting ready?
What's that?
You getting ready? You're getting close?
Yeah, maybe ready right now.
It's ready to go. What the hell? My bike was shiny like this one day when it was new.
It's only, no, there's just the one thing. Okay.
How are we feeling? Looks like you have a lot of wire in your hand.
Hello, wire. It's very predictable.
We're getting that.
Are you nervous?
I'll be much more comfortable once we're on the road.
Yeah. Well, you know, I'm just proud of my big kickstand that I'm putting on. It's a bit of a reflection of me. Look at the size of that thing.
Does that mean you stopped?
That is one badass kickstand. And they've got all the antennas on the bike now. And GPS is all ready to be installed. All the wires are right there. And the sentinel in the back here to warn me of cars coming up behind me. And so as soon as that's full, I'll throw on some gear, go for a ride. So technically it's cool today?
Yeah, it's not so bad.
And you were up till what time, Sid, working on the bikes?
Well, 3.
3. Ouch.
We got up again at 8.
Oh, but then again, for you, what's the time difference to here?
Well, that's it.
You're the other way.
Yeah. That's really late.
And it's only about 3 hours, isn't it?
It's just 3 hours.
3, oh, okay. Yeah, geez. It's funny, actually, being from the West Coast, that we're the worst off with 5-hour difference. Okay, we're getting ready to go. This is all of the bikes in the fan club. Hey! They get to camp in that rocket for the next 2 weeks. That's looking good. Yeah, those are wild. Look at those. I think people get out of the way with those horns.
Cooper, do you want to show
He's right
Dad
here.
how you sit on a motorcycle?
Yeah, yeah. Jump on the motorbike again. You gonna jump on the motorbike? Show me.
Yeah.
Are you riding? Can you say Dakar? Dakar.
Total.
Are you staring at yourself in the mirror? Bounce a bounce. That's It's a pretty honking ride there. Can you touch the pegs?
Almost. Maybe if you sit right here. Try right.
There you go. Yeah, patting with the diaper now you can.
Yeah. How about that? Down here.
I don't think he likes sitting on the lump.
Yeah, who would?
So it is now about 7:30 New Year's Eve here in beautiful Argentina, and it's less than 24 hours before race day. Got to film everything. Come on.
How are you guys coming here? Like, there's like 4 guys flying into this.
It's like a wedding.
Argentinian haircut. Ah. Oh, you're doing yourself? Okay, stop there. That'd be cool. Oh.
Okay, well, pack it up. That's what I know. What are you gonna do?
Oh. Let's see that, Evan.
Ah!
You're looking good. Okay.
There we go.
I know. But now I know I don't have to bring my feet out.
Go, Rick, go! Go, Rick, go! You brought like fucking all the moose and the disc you brought with you.
Hang on. Put these back on. There we go. What do I look like?
Fantastic. Do you feel lighter already?
Yeah. It makes me go 1 mile an hour faster. Actually, I used to always keep it like this in the summertime when I rode motorbikes on the street. So I always figured if my dad came by, he hates motorbikes, so this way I would never have helmet hair. You never knew. First actual stage at the Dakar Rally. Gotta film myself. People always look at me when I'm doing this. But yeah, just finished, just got in. It was good. I was lost at the start because I didn't write down all the notes, which would have been smarter. And then I have no idea what I did. It was way off. So that's the refueling stations in behind me. So you get a bit of gas at the end. And then we head back. So we've got 2.5 hours to get back. So we've got an 84-kilometer drive back to the camp. And the tires don't even look like they've had any wear on them. Anyways, it's the evening of January 1st. We arrived at the first camp. It was just a liaison special, so it was basically 316 kilometers on the highway, so it wasn't very tough. But got pretty sweaty here at the obelisk this morning. And the crowds were amazing through the whole day. It was just non-stop people the whole way long. So yeah, my arm's sore now from waving at everyone. But I'm sure that'll pass. So I'm gonna mark up my road book. Well, I'll set my tent up first here, mark up my road book, and then go to bed. And now the mosquitoes are out. This is great. Okay, bye. Okay, so this is the second night camping. First real stage just finished. Got the bikes in here. We've got all the tents set up, and we're just sort of getting ready. It was an early day, anyways. We were up. Well, I was supposed to be racing at 5:18, and I didn't hear my alarm, so I actually got up at 5:05 or something. So I was late, and then I got to the course late, and then I didn't hear that there was a change to the schedule, so we were supposed to start at the 50-kilometer mark, so I started at 0, and nothing made sense on my whole thing. So it was kind of a chaotic day, but luckily not much navigation. I just followed everyone else and made it to the end. So this is camp, second day, and there's some people waving. There you go. Hey! So here's Sid again, mechanic extraordinaire.
More extraordinary than mechanic.
Working on the bike again.
Will be charging the battery tomorrow. Third battery.
Third battery. Well, then again, I kept saying it would. There we go. Should charge now. I gotta say, I was cursing that damn whole system this morning when I was trying to fire this thing up and it didn't go. I thought I was gonna cry. Tomorrow's road book already loaded. We've got 57 kilometers to get to the special. It's about a almost 300-kilometer special, and then another 257 to ride to the next camp. So it's going to be a long day tomorrow. But there she be in all its glory and running great. Okay, this is inside. It's like a stadium or something, and these are all the guys who are hardcore. And they actually do all the work themselves. So they're working on their bikes, they're staying next to their bikes, they've got their cases from Dakar, they got the whole thing, so they have no assistance. So it's crazy. Okay, so this is the end of day 2. I've got 200 and something kilometers to drive now back to camp, but the stage is finished. And once again, there's a whole bunch of fans. Woo! Okay, like 6 of them. But anyways, oh, my hand's shaking, it's hard to hold this. That was a bit of a tough day though. I fell over a couple times and twisted my knee pretty bad on my bad leg, so now I got a bum leg and a bum knee. So we'll see how that goes over the next few days in the sand. But Volkswagen got in just ahead of me, and so a couple cars passed me. There's the bike covered in mud. Looking good. Go. Okay, so that is day 2, which is actually day 3, but it's January 3rd, second stage, and I made it through, but I did fail 3 times. Twice didn't matter, but the last time I really twisted my knee up, so now I can't seem to move my knee across to get under the shifter. So I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow in the sand. But I cleaned my bike, and everyone else's bikes are dirty. Hello. So it's better in 200 meters?
Yeah, I promise.
How do you feel, Dirk?
Very hot.
Yeah.
I think I'm on the verge of heat stroke.
Yeah. There's a lot of bikes here. There's Dirk's bike in the middle of the track because that's as far as we can get it.
Oh well.
Those two up on top. Mine sitting right here. I think we're only 26 kilometers into the stage. So I'm gonna die. It is so hot and the sand is so fine. Every time you move forward a foot, you fall over. So it's not good. It's day 3, January 4th, and we're in Fumbala. It's a town in Argentina. It's quite close to La Rioja that we were at last night. But today's a really bad day for me. I'm out of the rally. I couldn't continue. It was just so slippery. It was like deep, soft sand. It was just brutal. And I'm trying to get sun on my face. I think my nose is really burnt. But it was brutal all day. I just, I mean, it was only 180 kilometers today, but it took me over 6 hours to get down to about 71, I think it was the checkpoint. And then I tried to continue on after that, and I just couldn't. There was just no way. I kept dropping the bike because the sand was so soft. Every time I'd move forward, it would dig in and fall over, and then I'd pick it up, and my knees twisted from yesterday. So I was having trouble picking it up, and then I was just exhausted. And plus, it's like over 40 degrees here. It is roasting. So with all my gear on and everything else, I was close to heat stroke, and I just had to give it up. So it sounds like I can get a flight back to Buenos Aires tomorrow with a bunch of crazy Turkish people, and fly back and see Bonnie, and I'm not sure if we'll stay or go or what we're gonna do. So we'll have to watch.
You know, it's tough because when I was in the rally, the day that I went out was the 3rd stage day, which is actually the 4th day of the rally. And as I was out in the middle of the dunes, I was stuck. My leg was hurting. I was really struggling. The temperature that day was up to 59 degrees Celsius is what I was told. So I remember being out there really thinking I've got a pregnant wife back in Buenos Aires waiting for me. I have a 2-year-old son. I'm stuck in the desert. My bike's overheating. My leg's hurting, and I could die out here. And I was thinking, you know, what am I doing? But since then, since I've been home, you know, the bug, I think it bit me when I was 11, and it continues to this day, where you know, I'd really like to get back and actually complete the race in the future.
Finally, I kept going online and tracking him and watching to see what was happening, and I saw him go through the first checkpoint, and I kind of knew roughly the distance between checkpoint 1 and checkpoint 2, and kind of how long it took him, and so what would be a reasonable gap. And so I'd go out with Cooper and we'd go to the park, me and my 500-pound body hobbling around Buenos Aires. And then I'd come back and I'd check the computer and nothing else has happened. And then I'd go out again and we'd do something and I'd hear an ambulance and I'd start to cry and I'd go back and I would check again because I knew now that all the big trucks were coming through and I hadn't seen him go through checkpoint 2. And then I think I finally get Cooper to bed and I finally get a phone call being told that he's been sitting drinking beer and that he's out of the race. And he has, you have to know, he has a satellite phone with him. So he had access to call me the second he made the call to get out of the race. So that's how that happened.
Yeah, so well, basically I was upset with myself that I was out in the desert and I was tired and exhausted and I had to basically give up. So I just found a road. Well, took me a while to find a road, so I finally found a road, and I almost fell in a couple of holes getting to that.
And then drank beer.
And then I went straight back to camp and had a few beer, I had a shower, dinner was served, all the other competitors were coming in at this point. So yeah, dinner was served, and then after dinner I thought, I should call my wife. And apparently she was upset with me.
Well, I was actually very proud of him, and I think that considering the build-up to the actual race and fracturing his leg in Morocco and then getting airlifted out of there and then 5 weeks later wanting to climb back on a bike and scream around Argentina and Chile, and I thought that was pretty amazing. I was very impressed with that, and in fact I recall the phone call on the 4th day when, I think it was the 4th day, when you actually had come to the end of your tether, and it was a hot day in the sand, I believe, and Rick was very upset that he couldn't finish the race. And one of the things I've learned about Rick, he never quits. But this day he quit. But
well, you know, what would I like people to think? I guess I always think that you know, I'm a person with humor. I'm a funny guy. I like to be that person at the party that everyone can get along with. But I also want people to know that I take challenges and I'll follow through on them. So I think, you know, when there's the naysayers out there saying, oh, you know, Rick's not going to be able to get to Dakar and he's not going to be able to finish it. Well, I didn't finish it, but I think half the challenge is just getting to the Dakar. And, you know, I'm proud of myself for making the effort, putting the time in and actually getting to the start line. Unfortunately, with the events that led up to it, plus, you know, just the events of that day, I couldn't finish the race. But hey, the challenge is still out there. I'm hoping to prove him wrong again.
he can do whatever he wants, but there'll be no assistance from the Craftsman group of companies. We've done it once, and that's as far as it goes.
To be continued.
Hello, mates. I'm in jolly old England. Do I sound just like an Englishman?
No.
No. Okay, how does that look? I got my neck brace on. 279 quid. Woo!
Whoa. Whoa. Let me think. You're in Brighton dressed like that, and now you're going out to dinner? You're on a pull. No two ways about it.
I'll get a date. His name will be Bruce.
No, that's in Australia. His name here will be
Jonathan.
Jonathan.
So I can actually adjust this a bit for the back, but I guess I don't really need to look up more than... Does that look funny? What?
Do that one more time for the camera. Hey, she goes.
Well, if I'm checking the sun, it's like, hey, what time is it? I don't know. I'll check the sun.